It's been over 20 years ago that I had the privilege of jumping into the ministry, and then first with a church in Chicago called Willow Creek Community Church with Bill Hybels. There we learned so much about how to build and develop a small group ministry, put well over 10,000 people in groups. But when I have the privilege of being able to come to California and jump in with Rick Warren, we learned some things that were well exponential from anything we ever thought or imagined. One of the things that we did was discover that putting our senior pastor on camera was something that totally transformed the number of leaders we could recruit, the number of people that we could connect in groups. And with that, we developed a series of curriculum, DVD based, that really brought Rick into a living room. And that led to really what was known as the Purpose-Driven Life campaign and 40-day curriculum that really was implemented by 25,000 plus churches all around the country. It was during that season that I met Gary Kendall and his wife, Belinda, that were at Indian Creek Church, and we found with them a very entrepreneurial, a very early adopter church and church leadership team that took those campaigns in very raw form and implemented them in a remarkable way. And it gave us a model for other churches to look to and to follow. Now, fast forwarding 10 years later, we saw Gary and Belinda put together a series that really changed and had an impact on their church. And this ended up being a life work for Gary and evolved into being a campaign that their church did and really was on the edge of being able to help other churches. So we just suggested and came alongside and partnered with them and said, why don't we put this into a DVD-based curriculum? Why don't we take this to a church-wide campaign to help other churches, whether it's 100 or 1,000 or anything in between and more. And what has happened over the course of this last season is the development of a curriculum I think is so transferable and a campaign that is so applicable in churches of any size or stage. And so if you're watching this and you're considering what you might do in the next season of ministry at your church, to be able to do the Sent series, the Living Sent, to follow the life of Christ and to learn how to get people so they're not just in a pew, but they're out there in the community, this could be a great series for you. Gary and Belinda are the real deal. They are pastors of a local church, and they know, and they've seen so much come and go. I believe what you'll find in this is something that will help your congregation and impact your community in ways that you never thought possible.